the performance of Manchester United against Southampton ordinarily is supposed to be a worry to any Manchester United fan that understands football very well. Yes, Manchester United won the game, and then many fans are jubilating that what matters most is the end result. Yes, Manchester United at the end, they were able to win against Southampton, that is sitting at the bottom of the table. For me, that winning is just a scrappy winning. It was a total fluke. Because Manchester United couldn't dominate the game when playing against Southampton. Southampton so far that have just gathered 6 points this season. Since the beginning of the season, Southampton just accumulated 6 points. And then Manchester United played against them and then they couldn't dominate the game. For me, it's supposed to be a worry. And then it is getting obvious that the arrowhead of Manchester United is Amad Diallo. And then over time, other coaches will start studying him. And then you find out that once they choke down Amad Diallo, once they are able to tame Amad Diallo, then other teams cannot function. Which means that the person that is carrying the load of Manchester United now is Amad Diallo. One person carrying the work. One person can only deliver. When we have other 10 players, it is only Amad that is so reliable. This is an issue. Many fans might not be saying this thing, but it is a serious issue. Because over time, you see other coaches trying to study how to tame Amad Diallo. And then once they succeed in doing that, it then means that Manchester United cannot go anywhere else again. Manchester City, last season and then last 2 seasons, everybody was scoring, even though Erling Haaland won the Golden Boot, but other players were still scoring. As a matter of fact, each Man City player scored a goal in those seasons. And now Manchester United cannot do the same. They can't just replicate it. Instead, what they are having is just Amad Diallo that is doing the work for them. It is an error. What if Amad Diallo gets an injury? What happens then? Does it mean that other people cannot score? What if other coaches succeed in discovering a way to hold down Amad Diallo? It then means that is the end for Manchester United. And then this should be a cause for Manchester United fans to be worried. And then I'm just getting disappointed at these players because it is taking long. Yes, this is their formation, this new pattern that Amorim is playing. It's taking long for them to master it. And then I'm very sure that Amorim has been putting across some high level of lessons to these players. And see, they are not learning it. Evangelis just took over Southampton. It should be December, around that kind of December. And then the game that they played against Manchester United, they were more in line compared to how that of Manchester United was. Because they played the same formation. Yes, Manchester United and Evangelis Southampton, they played the same formation. And then their performance was more blending than that of Manchester United. Why is it so? Whereas these players have been together before J.U.D took over Southampton. And now they understood the game better than Manchester United players. So I'm kind of being disappointed at the players for failing not to understand or adapt to the formation of Ruben Amorim all along. And it seems like it's only Amad Diallo that is the best student in that team. Other people are just struggling to adapt, which is not supposed to be so. It is not supposed to be so at all. It should be a cause for Man U fans to be worried. Very soon, they will discover how to track Amad Diallo. If that happens, who can Manchester United rely on? Can we go to Garnacho? Or can we go to Anthony Dos Santos? Or should we go to Marcus Rashford? Marcus Rashford is one leg in and then one leg out of Manchester United. Is that what Manchester United is going to face? In the game against Southampton, it was obvious that Manchester United midfield couldn't stand the midfield of Southampton. Manchester United on a normal, they have one holding midfield and then one box-to-box midfielder. And then once such a thing started happening, they started dominating Man U. Because they have 2 other midfielders that are supposed to be going up front and then at the same time be tracking back. But we find out that along the line, they will fail to track back. And then sometimes it's only Amad Diallo that will run in and then do some tracking back. And then that was why it was very difficult for Lenioro. Yes, he was useless yesterday. That's a Southampton winger, utterly useless Lenioro. Because of the formation, other people were not falling back to support. It will be him against other attackers of Southampton. And then this coach made it in a way that Manchester United defense was just facing the attack of Southampton. 3-3, three defenders, three attack, one-on-one, which became an issue. And then other Manchester United players cannot fall back. They couldn't track back to make a defense. That was how they dominated the midfield of Manchester United. These players, they are professionals. And then I expected them to have adapted to this pattern of Ruben Amorim by now. And it is taking so much time for them to do so. So Manchester United fans, you guys need to be worried. Forget the fact that Man U won it at the end of the day. A situation whereby Amad Diallo is not there, can they really do it? Because this is just a win that came by luck. It was a fluke, a scrappy winning. Yes, it was a scrappy winning. Probably when playing against big team, they can do it better. Against Liverpool, Man City, or Arsenal, yes, they can do it better. But when playing against lesser club, that is when it becomes an issue. Probably it might be a kind of a willingness or the spirit that they put across while facing the big team that might be helping them. Because I'm seeing it that even this win that came against Southampton, that it wasn't through the tactics of the coach. Yes, it was just luck. Luck came and then they made judicious use of it. That's the only thing that I'm seeing there. It didn't come from the pattern that the coach expected them to be playing. It might be just luck, or maybe chance came and then they utilized it. So Manchester United, there is every reason for Manchester United fans to be worried because the players are yet to adapt to that pattern. And also, other coaches might study the dynamics and decide to use it to dismantle Manchester United once they are able to tame Amad Diallo.